What is going on, everybody? Welcome back.
Absolutely.
Okay. Today we have a rather intimate episode, if I may say.
I would love to say.
Yes. Look, it's just the two of us.
That's what I'm saying.
Two old buddies, me and Peach. Just me and Trent here together. How you doing?
Dude, I'm great. How are you, man?
You want my friend answer or my real answer?
Let's go with the real answer.
I'm stressed out, but here's the good thing, right? Anytime that you're stressed out in life, it typically means you're going somewhere pretty epic, because stress is just a sign that you're living your life, It just means that you're getting around and you got enough shit in your life to be stressed out about, so that's one way to look at it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I have a question for you about your inner child.
Okay.
If I were to hand you all the Play-doh in the world, what would you make?
Oh God.
Like, this could be life-size or not. It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay, immediately the first thing my little brain is thinking is a big ass fucking house. Like, I want a fucking full blown house made out of Play-Doh. Okay, I'm not disputing the fact that this is gonna take forever, but I'm willing to go through the work to make myself a fucking Play-Doh mansion. That would be fucking lit, dude.
Dude, cleaning.
Oh God. I didn't say it was habitable. I just said it would be a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be something you'd build and then it would immediately be gone.
Yeah.
That moment you were satisfied.
And then
with
we would go
built.
inside and play and then potentially fucking destroy everything in 10 minutes because it's made out of fucking Play-Doh. And then we could say that we did it. Just for fun. Oh, and the other thing that I would really, really want made out of Play-Doh is it's not even a thing, really. It's just like a big pit of Play-Doh. That's all I want. Can you imagine just jumping into a giant fucking pool of Play-Doh?
A ball pit of Play-Doh?
Yeah, but the thing is it would have to be soft Play-Doh. Because I would imagine...
Oh, dude, when Play-Doh has been aged and it's dried out, dude, it's a rock.
Yeah, you might as well fucking just jump on a boulder, bro.
Dude, I remember once I was going through all my old childhood stuff at my mom's house one day. And I ended up coming across a box that had some Play-Doh in it. And, dude, I pulled it out, and it was a literal rock.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And I was curious, and I just dropped it. I just let it go.
Yeah.
4 feet off the ground.
Just shatter.
Just dust, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, dude, Cass loves Play-Doh. And yeah, we'll play with Play-Doh with him sometimes, and he's just real funny. He likes to just, because I'm, having OCD, like, for me, I'm like, I need the colors to be separate. I'm like, oh my fuck, if they touch, I lose my shit, like, it bothers me so much. And Ave, dude, bless her soul, she's way better about dealing with it than me. Like, if Cash just bunches them all together, she's like, oh, it's okay, it's his Play-Doh, whatever. In my head, I'm like, no, we can't do it. And I get all fucking intense. But, yeah, he just loves to mix that shit. And,
dude, I get that. And I think it's really funny, too, how you're bringing up both sides of the don't mix it and mix it.
Well, and don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, he's a kid. He should totally be able to mix his Play-Doh if he wants, bro. And I get that. But, like, the OCD in me is just like, don't put red with orange. Oh, my God. And then Cass's argument is like, well, they're, like, kind of the same color. One is just a little darker. And I'm like, no, they're not the same color. Orange and red are not the same color.
One is red and one is orange.
Right. No, but some people are just like, fuck it, throw it all together. And I'm like, congratulations. Now you have all brown Play-Doh. Good for you, dumbass. which isn't fair of me, but, whatever.
Dude, one of my favorite things was that you and we went and saw the new Super Mario movie together.
Dude, yes.
And also, if you are listening to this podcast right now, this is your warning for spoiler alert. Okay?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's...
Dude, It was an absolutely phenomenal movie.
It was
for
awesome.
so many reasons.
Dude, it was so good.
For so many reasons.
And honestly,
there wasn't a thing about it that I was mad about when I walked out of that theater.
Look, and I'm going to be honest, right? Like, I'm a little biased. Peach, I think you're a little biased because naturally we love the world of Nintendo. And we love that, like, whole universe. But I also think that if you and I would have left and there was aspects about it that we were both like, yeah, it wasn't my favorite, I feel like we would have said so, you know, because we're such big fans. I really couldn't find anything, and anything that I could find is something that can be addressed in movies to come.
I mean, dude, literally every voice that was played in that. I mean, God, what's the wizard that's like Bowser's second hand?
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
I don't even know his name.
But no, he's the one that like comes out and is like, "Behold, King of the Koopas."
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Why is that voice perfect?
Oh, no, dude, it was the whole cast.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, from Jack Black as Bowser.
To Charlie Day as Luigi.
Right.
Chris Pratt as Mario.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. We had, and honestly, one of the most subtle voices to me, like it sounded nothing like the actual person, and that's Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah. He did the best job at Toad. I mean, it was seriously so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and and it was cool because Toad sounded like Toad, but he sounded like a different variation. You know, like the movie found its own voice for him, but it fit him so well that true Mario fans weren't going to look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, no, that's not right." No, they were all right. And
you know, the thing that was a really big controversy, and then, you know, and it was a controversy with us too, right when the trailer first came out about the voice of Mario.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
but
that was a very big thing.
Yeah.
That people were really up in arms about whether people were going to like Chris Pratt's Mario impression. Yeah. However, I love the way that they went with it.
Well, and it's kind of funny too because like I think most people wanted to love it, right? Because A, it's Mario, B, it's Chris Pratt. And Chris Pratt's a funny guy. I think that, you know, after being in Guardians...
He has that personality.
Well, after being in Guardians and the Marvel Universe and being a part of that, like, he's so big now that it's just, like... It's hard not to like the guy, and he's really funny. I mean, like, I thought he was hilarious in Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
But,
great show.
Yeah, but the other thing really is, like, in the beginning of the movie... Again, spoiler alert, everybody. But in the beginning of the movie, it showed them shooting the commercial. And they really, like, in that commercial, in the Mario movie, they really, really emphasized those fake voices that they have in the games. You know, like, they, you know, Mario's like, "Let's go!" And they really emphasize it. And then it shows them talking about the commercial in their real voice. Yeah. And I really think that is what made it like because
me too,
because it's not that they don't do the voices, it's that's
not their entire personality.
No, and even though like the games were built on that kind of sound and that kind of like originality in the characters, they found a way to incorporate it in a real way, and that is really like for me what made the movie. I was like, you guys killed it, dude.
And you know, I couldn't have said it better myself, dude. Right. The way that they interpreted Mario's voice while also still sliding in those little key parts of "let's go" and "woohoo," like all those little things. Like they brought all of them into part. They brought all of them into play at some point. Yeah. They just didn't make that Mario. You know, people talk more than "woohoo." Like that's the big thing that I feel like a lot of people got stuck on about the Mario voice. Yeah, is that when people talk, they don't just say their catchphrase.
No, they don't. And honestly, again, I don't know where else they could have gone with that to make it better. Like it was just, the casting, the shooting, and honestly, I know we talked about this too. The small things.
All the little Easter eggs. All the little Easter eggs in there, dude.
Well, when Mario's like walking through like the Mushroom Kingdom, right? And like I pointed this out to you, like you can see like wild Yoshis in the background, like that for me was cool. Or like you and I talked about how when Princess Peach had the power ups, specifically the ice power up, like you see her whole dress change, and that's exactly like the games, like you know the characters they change, you know, and like that to me was like I was like, damn, these guys really really cared about this, and I was
dude.
Like, and honestly, my favorite part is like they're not really paying attention to social norms right now.
No.
You know, and that to me is refreshing. Just the original nature of having somebody be like, you know what?
This is the story.
Despite what's going on in the world right now, this is what I want to make, and I'm going to make it the way that it was intended.
Yeah.
And I can really appreciate that.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, for one, it really goes to say about, it speaks volumes, originality.
Right.
The amount of remakes and like just sequels and prequels and all this others, like, dude, that nobody can just come up with a new idea.
Well, bro, the first Super Mario movie
was trash.
It was one of the worst movies ever made.
Like, I think it was actually rated one of the worst movies ever made, wasn't it?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea, but if it wasn't, it should have been. And look, I'm not. I think my point here is that it crushed a lot of people that loved that universe. It crushed a lot of people that wanted that to be more. And like to have a movie in 2023 come out, and honestly, I think animated was the way to go.
Absolutely. I'm going to be completely honest. Some movies just shouldn't be made into a live action. They just shouldn't.
When you're talking about a video game franchise that originated before pixels were even fucking talked about mainstream.
Yep.
You know, like it's like this whole foreign thing to everybody. Yeah, I'd keep that one basic. And Sonic, you know, like we talked about Sonic. Sonic's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Because Sonic was a video game and it's all animated, but the thing is like
Sonic was also multiple TV shows for a long time.
It was that, and really like his character coming from his own world, you know, being from
literally being from another planet.
That in itself, I think, opens that universe up a little bit more. Where like as
exactly.
Mario, and you know, I get Mario like went to the Mushroom Planet too, and like that's a little different, but still, like that whole style is all they've ever had.
Yeah.
So I think moving away from that was the big mistake they made, at least with the first movie. This movie, yeah, I have no complaints, and honestly, one of my favorite things watching like some of the promotions and stuff for this movie was like Jack Black. You could tell that he loved the fact that he got to be Bowser. Jack
Black now owns every piece of Bowser memorabilia and costume that there is.
No, dude.
Not to mention the hit song that's out now.
Oh, yeah.
Peaches by Jack Black.
Dude.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
No, dude, it's funny, you know, because the song is funny. You know, it's written in a way where it's funny. But the truth is, like, if you listen to him sing, the guy can belt.
Oh, yeah.
The guy is a talented musician from Tenacious D, or you know, like the saxoboom that he'll play occasionally. It's like, the guy is just all over, and he's like really talented. Well, and he's good friends with a lot of famous musicians, like a bunch of guys that I look up to, like Dave Grohl, and you know, and like a bunch of like real old original rock guys. And so like to see him be a part of like one world that I love, Nintendo, and then also know that he comes from like this world of like rock, like being surrounded by people that like really know what they're doing in that industry. That to me is cool. I'm like, man, this is like the peak of like what I've wanted my whole life. This is it. I'm like, this is fucking sweet.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, while we're on the topic of movies, what do you think would make a good live action?
Oh man.
And if you can, try to give me like the top 2 cast members.
Sure. Honestly, so I'll give you one that they're actually doing right now. Like they're in the midst of it, and they did the first one, and they're in the midst of doing the second one right now, and they're making it. And honestly, a lot of people said the first one bombed. I disagree. You know, I can understand why some of the hardcore fans might be a little bit pissy about it, but I think that people are being a little too harsh because there's a lot of room to move, like going forward. Mortal Kombat. Dude,
I see exactly where you're at, because the most recent movie from Mortal Kombat was actually pretty freaking good, man.
Yeah, well, and you know, like I can understand,
but all the ones before that though, that they just didn't do anything. The
one from like the 80s or 90s or whatever was not good.
No,
it was.
There was one that they did in like the early 2000s too.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to say it came out in like 2008 or something.
No, I thought that they only had the one, but maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. Either way, I love that universe. You know, because I grew up playing those games with my cousin Logan. My cousin Logan, You know, he's, I think, got to be 10 years older than me, or maybe 8, somewhere in there. But he's my older cousin Logan, and we used to just watch him play Mortal Kombat. And then when Brandon and I got old enough to play with him, he would be like, all right, grab a controller. And then, he'd mop us, because this dude knows all the fatalities, and he's just fucking murking us. But he doesn't give a shit, He's like, fuck you, bro. I'm going to cut you in half with my saw hat. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, what the fuck? But, no, dude, I think that franchise is so fucking cool, dude. And
dude, yeah.
Honestly, my favorite part about it is, like, the character development. You can go somewhere with those characters. There's a lot of background and shit. And on top of that, you know me, I'm a big horror guy. Like, I love...
Yeah, you've always been a thrill horror.
Yeah. Well, and it literally has all the elements of what I like. It's fucking action. They have good storylines behind the characters. And... you just might get to see somebody get sawed in half, which is a bonus. It's like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, dude. Yeah, so for me, I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat 2. I know that that's not really like something I want to see. That's something that's actually happening, but
yeah,
I'm excited for it, is my point. And I just showed Ave recently the first Mortal Kombat movie, and I was trying to explain to her like all these characters because, well, oh fuck, I call her my little Shang Tsung. and for all my Mortal Kombat fans out there, Shang Tsung is the character that sucks your soul out. I'll let you go wherever you want with that mind, but yeah, that's what I call my girlfriend. I call her my little Shang Tsung, and that's where that comes from. And I finally showed Ave who Shang Tsung was, and all those characters. So yeah, yeah, I did that. And it's really cool because I love the characters in that universe. From Liu Kang, and then my personal favorite is Kung Lao, the guy with the top hat.
Mine is Raiden.
Raiden's awesome. Yeah, Raiden's awesome. They didn't do a lot with him in the first movie.
No, they
had him, but they didn't do enough with him. But I think that they were setting it up in a way where they're like, well, here's the thing, Raiden's a powerhouse, but we need to see what other people can do before we really put him into action.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they did. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was cool, though.
Well, because, the way that they've always kind of perceived Raiden was he was like a god, essentially.
Well, yeah, I think he is.
I'm pretty sure that is his background in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well, and... yeah, I mean...
God of Thunder.
Well, and what was really kind of different that I didn't expect to see is I didn't expect to see Reptile in the first one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I knew he would make an appearance eventually because he's been in Mortal Kombat, I think, since the beginning. But...
he's never been a very big character, though.
Well,
I think that they've kind of came and gone with his character in some of the games.
So, yeah, but he actually was one of the bigger characters. I think the reason that people don't really recognize him, though, is because you have a fucking star-studded lineup. You have, like, dudes like Kano with a fucking laser eye. You got guys like Raiden, who literally controls lightning. Liu Kang can literally kick you for a fucking mile and not touch the ground. You know what I mean? It's that's crazy, And then, of course, you have Kung Lao, who can literally take his hat and do fucking
love
anything.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao is my favorite character. And honestly, that cool little black top hat that I wear? He's the reason that I love those 360 brim, top hats. Like, that's my...
What's the character I'm thinking of? Li Kang? Is that...
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, yeah.
Dude, I love Liu Kang's character.
Yeah, Liu Kang is
the fire kicks.
Yeah, and like the dragon that he has, that's fucking sick, man. Yeah. Well, Liu Kang is the original, like Cole Young from the first movie. Like Liu Kang is the first up and coming new Mortal Kombat.
That's right. I actually do remember that from the story when I played the game.
Yeah, well, because I think the original story goes that Liu Kang is trying to save his brother from Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung basically is like, if you want to save your brother, you need to fight in Mortal Kombat, and the only way you're doing it is if you kill people all the way to the end.
Yep.
And then I think Liu Kang does, but I haven't really reviewed that whole story in a long time.
Yeah.
But no, Liu Kang, man. Liu Kang is the GOAT. One of the GOATs.
Oh, yeah.
But, Kung Lao, my favorite character, and Liu Kang, your favorite character, are cousins. They are. Yeah.
What do you know about that, man?
Well, and actually, I'm not sure if they really, really are. I think it might be something that happened when they found Liu Kang, because I believe the Shaolin monks. I don't know for sure. I believe the Shaolin monks found Liu Kang because Liu Kang was an orphan, and I believe that they showed him the way, and then that's how Kung Lao and him are connected. But I would have to read more on it. Anyway, what a great universe. I love that shit. It's awesome.
We'll move on. I do have a pretty good question for you that I think that you'll enjoy, though.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I need you to talk to me about the art of password changing.
Bro. Okay. Oh, shit. All right. Well, fuck. You know what? I don't even know if I want to give this information out. I feel like this is a real easy way for people to fucking go digging around in my shit, you know? No, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm your guy to ask, really. And the reason why is because I always create new passwords. I always do. And then I forget them.
Yeah,
and
me
then I
too.
create more new passwords, which I also don't remember 6 fucking months from
my
now.
phone, my phone remembers all of them for me at this point.
I'm literally not your guy.
Literally, my password has been the same thing with like the last or the first letter or number or symbol changing or adding to it.
Bro, just the idea.
Oh,
just the idea of changing a password makes me want to rip my fucking hair out.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Me too. It's like, oh, that was incorrect. That what? Okay.
You're incorrect.
All right, fine. Change. I forgot my password. So you click I forgot my password.
Yeah.
Brings you to your email. You got to change the password. Okay.
Yeah.
You enter in the password that you want to use. You've already used that password.
Yeah. Well, and then this is my favorite, right? This is my absolute favorite shit, okay? Because sometimes it'll make you change your fucking email password. I've had to...
What? You've had that happen before?
I've had that happen.
Actually, I think I've had that happen once before.
And this is the biggest fucking mess that has ever happened to me. This is like before they really figured out how to get apps to communicate with each other, like effectively.
Yeah.
So this was like... It would be like, reset your password. And then I'd be like, beep, beep, beep. And I'd go to do it and it'd be like, check your email. And I'd go to my email and it'd be like... log in, and I'd fucking try, and it'd be like, you need to change your password, and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I literally can't change shit.
What do you mean you need to change it?
I'm like, dude,
you may literally, and every time that you change it, you make the password exactly what you thought the password was, with like an exclamation point at the end,
or like a number, or like some kind of funny symbol. But yeah, that's the gist. That's like. It's like I'm too lazy to think of a whole new phrase that I'm going to remember. So I'm going to add shit to the old-ass phrase that I have.
Yeah. So now I'm going to have 15 different variations of the same password.
Right.
And now I have no idea which one it was the original.
Bingo. Bingo. That's right. All right. Well, hey... Honestly, buddy, I think this has been a pretty good episode. I agree. I think we can call it a wraps.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Well, you know, everybody, make sure that y'all be checking us out on Spotify, and we're also out on Google Podcasts and Patreon. We are currently working on getting our YouTube channel and a couple other social media apps set up.
We will get there, I promise. And when we do, I really hope that you guys tune in, because we're only going to keep having a fucking ball.
That's what I'm saying. We're only making moves.
That's right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely.
All right.